Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, so the team race is done. We did come in third place. We came in third place, and as a matter of fact, just before this video, hour or two earlier, I released my feeding video of Kiradar. At the time I put her in, we still had like a discount time, like a reduced time, half time, so it only took a day and an hour to hatch her, so that's how I was able to get her out as quickly as I did. And that was a great reward, and the team did great. I think the other team kind of gave up at the end, realizing that we weren't just going to sit there and do nothing. So we ended up finishing by 2 laps, 13th lap to 11th lap. So that was very good. I know some individuals, according to the comments, weren't so lucky. Some individuals did a lot of gemming at the last second just to go in and take the lead. I was kind of concerned about that myself, but the individuals behind us made their move a little early. If they'd waited, it would have been diabolical, but in our case, it worked out all right. Very, very proud of the team. Very proud of the team. All right, we don't have the major event yet. That's going to be probably in a day and a half. We do have a couple of things. I would like to talk about them in a different kind of order because there's a reason for it. I have a slight concern. Anyway, apparently we have come around to the anniversary of Monster Legends once again, and they have a new event. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so we're having a birthday event. We're going to be collecting candles. Lots and lots of candles. Alright, so the idea is that we're going to be unlocking mini dungeons to get pieces of this new individual. This individual here, Yanak, I don't know, something like that. And apparently this is very stunning. He's a very stunning individual. And eventually, if you do have him, there's going to be another dungeon opening up, the Lost Relics dungeon. So this is all part of this event. So the regular dungeons have had some of these candles. So I am actually going to, for the first time, look at one of them and do one of them right now. So that's what the birthday event is. As a matter of fact, why don't we just go that and do that right now? Because first things first, let's take a look at them here, right? We'll go into category and then the little flags here, and while they draw it in. All right, so I have 5 of the white birthday candles, and I have 1 of the blue. Of course, you can see I have a claw scroll from the one they gave us free when they messed up the dungeon book. Remember that? All right, so let's go in here. We're going into dungeons, into the resource dungeons. Okay, so the candles were hidden. They were not in there, obviously. I believe there was 2 in here. You can see next to the Elementium, there's a candle there. There was 2 in here. And in the dungeon, but there were actually 2. There were 2 different kinds. They were going from the white ones into the blue ones. But now we have these, all requiring the different candle types. This one apparently gets you a cake. Okay, get you a cake. Alright, so why don't we just, I haven't done this obviously because it's not unlocked. So let's unlock this one. Alright, so, I don't think there's a requirement, so, are those 20s? Okay, I was about to put my main team in, but I don't think that's going to be required. Because I'm pretty sure that Melvin is actually just going to kill everyone. Okay, I think Melvin killed somebody without even trying. That individual has 24 health left. Okay, why don't we just end this? Melvin, the damage dealer. He just looks at them and they die. Okay, and do this. Just what I always wanted, some potluck. Okay, and I got 5 cells. I got 5 cells for that individual. Now, I think each one of these gives 5. I mean, how long are we going to be doing this? Because, I mean, in order to make it minimum, we need 80, right? So, I mean, that's a lot, right? That's like 16. We're going to do this 16 times? I mean, this one doesn't even have... Does this one have both? Oh, this one's got a lot. Okay, I get you. Hold it a second. Let's take a step back. Okay, I get you. All right, I didn't look into them. Okay, ow, that looked ugly. But I'm sure we can do it if they're all starting out at 20. Anyway, the idea is you get the candles, you unlock them. So I have one of the blue ones. The dungeons, I guess maybe when they reset, they'll have more, right? So hold that thought. Another thing we have going, of course, is we have a 72-hour event that will lead us into the next event, which everyone tells me is going to be a maze. Let's look at the 72-hour event for a moment. Yeah, there's a reason I did this, by the way, in case you weren't paying attention. All right, so it's card flipping. I'm doing my best, but you know what? I'm honestly not stressing myself too much because this has caused me a lot of stress and very little payoff. In fact, I can't remember the last time that actually worked for me. I think it stopped working when they seriously nerfed the coin drops from food collection. Because I do remember Thadra, I believe her name is. That was the last time this actually worked out for me. I'm not even bothering with McBlood. I'm just going to go for the one down the middle because I don't have it. Right? I don't have it. So we got a ranked up epic here. He's okay, I suppose. I'm pretty sure he does weakness to some things, which makes him kind of interesting. But he's an epic, so move on. This individual, I don't have this one. So, I mean, that's not so bad. I don't mind going for something that I don't have. It's Thunder. I don't know anything about him, or her, or it, or whatever. I know that McBlood is very good. I've tried in the past to get it, but haven't. Not going to get it this time. Frankly, not even going to try. Because I know it's going to be a complete waste of time. So, I'm just going to go for the one down the middle. I probably won't be able to do it, but you know what? As I said, I'm not going to go crazy, push really hard, and then just fail because of random numbers, you know? It gets very annoying. I would, however, like to bring something to your attention. Now, I want you to look quickly when I hit the enter button. What is that? Did you see them? Let's just take a step back for a second and try again. Yes, there are candles in there. Yeah, there are candles. As a matter of fact, there are candles there too. There's one candle there, to be fair. There's a yellow candle. And there's, actually, there's no candles here. Emergency. But there was 2 candles in the first one. Do we need to get those candles? I mean, are those required candles? I'm a little bit concerned that they're in there. You know, if I go for the guy in the middle and end up blowing all of my coins to get him, then I'm not going to be able to get the red candles that are sitting in here? I'm a little concerned about that, and I don't really like the fact that they ended up showing up in there. You know, because it kind of makes it necessary for you to get them. Is it necessary, or are those extras? They're not into extras in this game, generally. I know that they let a little bit of leeway in the last event, because, let's face it, it was very poorly planned. The fact that they had to give us a free claw scroll for the Dungeon Book dungeon, which, by the way, I never did any of, shows you that they had problems with them. Generally speaking, they do very serious counting, and you need to get everything that's available. So do we need to get those? Because that could be a problem, especially considering, you know, how expensive this is going to end up being. I mean, you might end up getting McBlood and leave one of the candles on the end. That would be a problem, wouldn't it? So, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping those are going to be extras and not, or better yet, have a very high percentage of dropping in the beginning. Because otherwise, that could be very detrimental to the entire anniversary event. That's kind of the reason I want to talk about the anniversary event first. So I'm gonna have to see. I said I'm going for the guy in the middle. If I have any extra, I'm gonna go over to McBlood and try to get the candles, I suppose. But I mean, I'm a little concerned about that. All right, so let's see. There's one other thing that I did want to talk about. I have mentioned this in the past, and actually, was it last week we had the sale where the 120s, you know, the 120 cells? Yeah, we have the good sale this week, by the way. All right, so now this is going to reset in less than an hour. I think it runs about 8 or 9 hours or something like that. I don't really remember. But if you have a lot of cells for an individual and you just need, 10, 20 to finish it off to get to the point where you can build it with Elementium, this is where you get the cells. So you notice that there's a lot of individuals here. It's a lot of individuals. And you can just see basically whether or not you need any extra cells to get somebody. This is actually how I got Isofex, because I was able to buy a couple of extra and then get him. Of course, he's 0 now because I use Elementium to plug the last holes. But this is a very handy thing. Make sure you check it if you're like, there's somebody you really want. Like, for instance, let's just say I didn't have the Horsey. I do have the Horsey, by the way. 71, all I'd need is 14 gems to get him to the point where I could build him. That kind of thing. So, this is very useful. It allows you to get a couple of extra to help you along. You could, if you wanted to, theoretically, get enough in each one of these events to put somebody together that you never got. I've always been meaning to do, he wasn't here now, but the Witcher guy. I'd like to get him. If you just buy like 20, it's not really very expensive. It's like 14 here, and you'll get 10 cells, and then you could buy a couple more. The price after that really starts jumping up. So, if you wanted to, over a period of a couple of these, because they do this like every month or two or so, and they rotate the contents here. You could very well put somebody together. It's just that I wouldn't, unless you have a lot of gems and you're really desperate, I wouldn't advise pouring a lot of them in there. So, it's your call. But, look, if I was interested in Jabeline right there, well, you know what? 30 and I can get her. It's just that I'm just so backed up at the moment, that it just does not, it's not somebody like, oh, I really got to have them. There is like maybe one or two I would really probably act if I saw them pop up in here. So I do check it. So in an hour, I'll be looking to see who the new contents of this is. This is very useful. It really helps in those instances where, for instance, you just had the monster wood down here where they were giving cells away. It could be that one of those individuals, say Privateer Morgan, maybe you're like, oh, if I just had 10 more cells of him, I could put him together, and nobody in my team has him, and well, maybe he pops up. I'm not saying he's going to, but I'm just using that as an example. And you see 10 cells there, 14, you got him, that kind of thing. So that's very useful. It's always a good idea to check it. You never know who can pop up over there. Might be very, very helpful. Anyway, I think that's everything. So why don't we go to war? Yeah, war. All right, last war, it didn't work out too well for us. Yeah, last war didn't work out too well for us. This one I think is going to work out better. Even though they have a strong power, they don't have those big creatures that are going to be a problem. As a matter of fact, there's some actually very bizarre holes in the choices some individuals made. So why don't we just go in here? I did one quick early this morning, and I'm hoping at least we have a nice lead. I'd like to think we were leading. We are, of course, leading. I'd like to point out that this team has a much higher power than ours, which someone has pointed out really doesn't mean as much. It really depends on your creatures. You notice we're doing a lot of damage here up on the front here. And you'll notice that I attacked number 2 this morning. Well, just take a look at number 2 and tell me what you don't see. There's not a lot of speed there. No, there isn't. This combination also allowed me to do something that's actually quite rare. I can use my normal team because we have dragon, we have water, we have light. So I was able to use my real team, and these guys did not stand a prayer. So let's see what we have over here. That's a little on the too fast side for me, so I'm just good. I can understand why that one has 9. You notice they got 1 here, none here. I'm sure that number 2 probably has 0 at the moment. You can't see it, but I'm pretty sure they have 0. Oh, that one is probably going to be really fast, huh? You want to bet that 6 is like insanely fast? Actually, that's not too bad at all. Yeah, I mean, that's not a problem. Let's do that. I'm actually surprised. That just shows you how well the feeding is. There is some that are just like, wow, that's like ridiculous. It makes me wonder whether or not this team is active or not. I'll show you one thing that it's further up the line later. But yeah, I mean, the thing about it is this is my team. So let's go. I mean, both of them are going first. So, Okay, boom. I'm wondering if I should go for the stuns here. The only one who, you know what, I usually don't do that, but I'm going to do that in this case. Okay, yeah, Thetis is kind of annoying. On the other side, not you, Tara. And a couple of casualties. Charge. And I think we just take an unpaid loan here. And stabby stabby. Right, and that one had 15. All right, now where was that one I was looking at? Oh, there it is. That's the best water you have? Seriously? That's the best water you have. That's the best water you have. Okay, so I'm not really sure how that ended up in the 4 spot. I'd really like to know their criteria. All right, so let's find somebody else. Yeah, I mean, I think we should be able to do some serious feeding here. I'm just stunned that their power is high as it is. I mean, it's nearly double ours. They have good creatures, and they're kind of leveled up. That one is a little bit too fast for my second rank. Yeah, I see there's a 9 there. That's the reason I won't do it. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, cryotin. Why mess with a cryotin when I don't have to, right? Let's see. Why would you... Why is there a 9 damage on a Lord of Atlantis? Okay, I guess maybe it's 130, but still, that's... I don't know. I don't know. All right. Obviously, I'm going with Jack here. And going with Bones. And let me see. What am I going to do here? Probably... Invite. I want to play with him. I'll go Bella. All right. That is a big... I don't think there's any problem here. 65, 80... No. Just checking. You know, it is 130, so that's the reason I wanted to check. All right, let's go. Okay, is anybody... Okay, I don't see anybody who is hardened, so... That's a good question. Whose stamina do I want to take? I'm going to do Lord of Atlantis. He is 130, you know? He is 130, so... I just don't know why you put a 9 damage on him. I just don't understand. Alright, let's get some sunburn going. Okay, don't miss him. Okay, let's get some fire going. Okay, he's immune to fire in the front. And let's freeze you guys again. Okay, you missed a very dangerous one. Don't do that. So you're going to have to go specifically after him. Okay, stop that. Don't do that. Alright, let's think. Feel the hit tonight? Can I actually kill somebody outright? Yes, I can. That's a good idea. Eliminating numbers is always a good idea. Okay, what can you do? You can't do anything with 9. Alright, now you might be a problem, so... Okay, could you stop the healing thing? It's not appreciated. So, just kind of die, please. Yeah, this. And you're dead. Okay, you're going to do something. To Bones. Oh no, you also got Bella there, didn't you? Okay, could you stop the healing thing? You know, it's kind of annoying. So why don't you just like chill? Thank you. Glacial snowstorm. I'm also going to take your stamina away. And you're dead. Okay, so yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of feeding to be going on here. As a matter of fact, at the end, it does get kind of ugly. So I'm hoping we can rack up some points here. Given the fact that some team combinations just don't make any sense, I'm guessing that you have an inactive team here. You know, that's what I'm thinking. It's like some of those combinations just don't make any sense, but sometimes that's what the computer will do, because it just kind of has its own weighing policy of who it's going to put in there. If you look at that, I can't imagine any person putting that together. You know, I think the computer just picked somebody for every element and no human went in to change it. So I think what we're looking here is an inactive team. So I think we lucked out with this. And it came up pretty quickly, too. So far, it hasn't really drifted too much. I think this one took about 2 minutes. So as long as the time doesn't drift too much, it shouldn't be much of a problem for the future. So anyway, it does look like we're going to win this one. You know, it does look like we're going to win this one, and I'm quite happy about that, too. All right, so, let's talk PvP. Because I have some teams, and we're going to do some fighting, and, oh yeah, I had to put the commons back in. Given the last episode, yeah, I put the commons back in. Got plenty of time to get the stuff back up again. I'll probably put my regular team in after this episode, just so we can start working towards making sure that I get to Gold 1 and get more of those heroic orbs. And I exited all the way out, which I shouldn't have done. All right, let's go in and... yeah, this team is still here, by the way. All right, so let's talk about your teams, right? All right, our first team was suggested by Ghostly Lynx. And Ghostly Lynx wanted to see, where is light? And we're going for a lady in the light. And this lady is going to be Dorothy. All right, yeah, some speed there. All right, so and next we're going with somebody who actually works very well with Dorothy. Surprisingly well with Dorothy. And that is going to be somebody who might be getting an upgrade? Zap. And finally, we're going with somebody who may or may not actually have a purpose in this. Except, of course, for just making the other guys' lives living heck. And that is going to be... where is... Kami. Actually, he's going to be going first, isn't he? But that shouldn't really be a problem. He's just basically going to immobilize the other side, right? All right, let's see. Absolutely not the one on the left. Nope, not even going to consider it. Nope, no way. Middle? Middle doesn't have any denial. There's no reason why they'd have extreme speed, so why don't we just do that one? Because they are a little bit tougher, though. We have a pretty strong situation going here. I think the one on the right would be a little bit easier. I mean, there's some tough dudes over there. It's just that they're 100 as opposed to these guys being 110. And I didn't want to actually do that. I wanted to do that. I hit the wrong button. Oh, wow. That's, yeah, this is going to be kind of ugly, isn't it? And, oh, he resisted the freeze. Oh, that sucks for your side, doesn't it? But I don't really think it's going to be a problem. All right, so yeah, I mean, when you hit zap with this, you know, it gives him his turn, right? Obviously, it gives him a turn. So he can just do stuff. All right. It's going to be hard to get rid of that guy in the front. So I'm going to get rid of everybody else first. Oh, that's, yeah, we already have that now, don't we? That's actually a little on the inconvenience side. Yeah, you know. Oh, actually, you know what? It isn't. He still has. Oh no, he doesn't have double damage anymore. Right, it's only for one turn. Okay, well he can already kill him, so start spreading the love around. I might actually just sit on that if I need to. I think he's dead already. Let's work on the guy in the front. I want to make sure that he died. Okay, I want to make sure that they all die. All right. I don't think that's going to be a problem because I was thinking I might just charge at the end because his turn is going to come right back to him. But I think he's not going to kill that one. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to charge. Because he's going to get his turn right back again. Okay, you need to stop that. You just ruined my perfect plan here, you know? Okay, so let's just try to fix this mistake that he just did here. All right, and him. I think we kill all of them now. Let's see, just to make sure. All right, I think that's them dead now. Yeah, that's them dead. Yeah, so basically she gives him her turn, and he can roll his stuff, and then when he charges, his normal turn then comes up again. So it works very well with him. Because then he gets the charge, he gets half his stamina back, and then he can just go again. And of course, I forgot about that. That's right. From PvP wins, you can get that. Alright, so spin! And gems, which I so desperately need. No, if there's one thing I do not need now, it's food. Because unfortunately, the way I'm learning coins, of course, is the old food thing. It's not giving me a lot. The full thing with a 100% food temple is only giving me 441, which kind of sucks. Alright, so let's talk about team number 2. Since team number 1 was a victor. Team number 2 was suggested by, and I got a number of suggestions, and I chose this one. Sherry Waltermeyer. I hope I said that right. And Sherry wanted to see Stan. And then we're going into darkness. Where is it? Okay, and it's Fido. And finally, we're going to Earth. And this is going to be... Where is... Baylor. Alright, so we got Grog. Alright, so... It all depends. You know, I should probably give one of those 6s to Fido. I think I still have a 6 or 2 left. I should probably give it to him. Alright, looking around. Do not want the middle. Nope. It's a good rule of thumb to avoid nemesis creatures if at all possible. We'll do the one on the right. I mean, we got firepower here. It's just a matter of do we get the opportunity to use it. So let's do the one on the right. I think we got the opportunity to use it. They got a lot of health, so I know Baylor's going to go. That's the only way I know Baylor's going to go. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's over for them already. That's really what it comes down to at that point. It is just over for them. I think the blind is probably going to kill them, because it's got quicksands associated with it. But I think the damage for it will actually kill... Unless he kills them. And he's gone, of course, because he was water. Okay, he only gets to attack 1. Okay, then use your single target, because... Oh, did he resist the quicksands? Oh, how terrible. Okay, yeah, that was quick and deadly. Alright, so let's spin. Ah, just what I always wanted. Alright, so let's go in for team number 3, because their first 2 teams were successful. Team number 3 was suggested by Wave the Knight. And Wave the Knight wanted to see... We're going to start in Magic. Where is he? I got to get around to doing this upgrade too. It's just that, again, I am so far backed up. It's going to be Ghidorah. And next we're going to go into metal. And where is Blink? And finally, oh, metal again. And this is the awesome kind of metal. Melvin. All right, so let's just... kind of easy. All right, well, I guess the hardest one is the one on the right, so let's just do that one. I guess it comes down to speed. Whoever goes for... Hello? Okay. Okay. Well, I do have a 7 on him. Shouldn't be a problem. He's the only one who actually has support. If that support had been over on the other dude, we might have had a problem. Actually, do we have a problem? I don't think so. 63, 56. Oops. We might have a big problem. Yes, I was looking at the wrong one. Could you attack Blink? Single target? That'd be awesome. Okay, is the staring contest done? Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. A very big problem. Okay, this is going very badly. Fortunately, he's frozen. Okay, yeah, unfortunately. You couldn't have resisted that, right? That would have been very useful. Let me guess, you're going to shield them or something like that, right? Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I called it, didn't I? Yeah. And precision, I think, too, right? Oh, no. Okay, you notice you guys in the front, you're kind of hardened there? Could you, like, resist something once in a while? Oh. Is he... Yeah, he's stunned, so at least he's not going to be using Black Hat on us. They're already stunned. We're probably going to die now anyway. I really hate those relics. They've slowed down combat so much. I mean, in this case, look, why do you keep boosting everybody's damage? Why don't you attack? That's the second time he's done that. Okay, well, you know what? You may regret what you just did. Because you may have just given us an out. Alright, so what are you going to do? Okay, you just did that to yourself. I would have preferred you did it to one of your friends here. Confluent Power! Could this comeback actually happen? All right, and let me think. Who is coming up? Okay, he's already confused. He's confused down here. So why don't we just do you again? So that you're all working for us. Because Ghidorah in the front there, if someone sneezes on him, he dies. And he's my damage dealer. What is it with you and the damage boosts? Okay. Oh, that's useful. One down. Okay, you froze him. You killed yourself. That's kind of awesome. Are you immune? You're frozen, though. There's no reason to do anything to you. Well, I mean, there's a reason to do something to you because I want to kill you, but I don't want to stun you. We'll do this one. I want to save the stun. Medevac! Sounds like a great idea! Oh, yes! You realize this is all because you just keep boosting damage. You never did anything, right? I mean, literally, that's all you've done in this fight. I shouldn't say that. Did he kick himself in the last one? I think the last one he actually did something, but by then it was just way too late. All right, you're frozen. I'm not going to waste any of my skills on you. Okay, now Melvin's going to kill you, though. That is just such bad AI. That's the first three things he did. He boosted his own team's damage, then he boosted his own team's damage again, then he was on our side, and then he boosted our damage. That second time, if he had just attacked and killed one of our guys, it would have been over. But Melvin had the opportunity to do Black Hat, and it was over at that point. That was very bad AI. I mean, why did he keep doing that over and over again? I mean, was it in the first spot? I don't remember. Is that a zero cooldown? I don't remember. All I know is that was just terrible. I don't know what was going on, but something was broken there. All right, I do have the third attack. I have the fourth attack already, so let's go on in and go with our fourth and final team. Our fourth team was suggested by Dino Gamers, and Dino wanted to see. We're going to go with here, and we're going with somebody we just saw on the other side of the battlefield there a moment ago. But this one is a cool version because this is Luffy. Next, oh, by the way, there is a theme here in case the individual who suggested it didn't know. We're going with Robbie next. And finally, we're going over to Magic. And we're going with Chrissy. And it's the Y's. Yes, everybody has a Y. Why? I don't know. Apparently I like Y's. Up the middle. Not even going to consider that. No, not even going to consider that. I'm actually going to refresh because there's a... actually, can we do that? I think the fight on the right would be interesting. We can't freeze the... Caven Fish. He can't freeze Luffy. And the other guy is resist. I don't know about the frog. I didn't wake him up. So the dragon frog, I don't know what he does. You know what? Let's just see what we can do. Let's just see what we can do. I see support speeds. I'm concerned. Actually, I should be very concerned here. Yeah, very concerned. 52, 36. Wait a minute. Okay, I got that advantage at least. What about you? Okay, I think we're going first. Okay, stop it. I think we're going first. If my math is right. If the dude in the front resists us, we're in a lot of trouble. All right, so obviously I can't use ice freezing. I can't use freezing here. I cannot use freezing here. I have to go with stuns, since two of them are immune, right? All right, you are the freezing. We're not doing that. We're going with the stunning. That is very bad. Okay, we got one resist, but I would much rather that Chrissy had resisted that, frankly. Yeah, all right, let's think about this for a second. I have got to do something about him. Should I try the stun? Because I have got to get him out of the mix, because he is going to be a big problem for us. I also have to do something about the guy in the front. I can't do anything about the frog. Okay, that's what I wanted to happen. I have to go with the freezes here. I don't have any choice. I have got to stop him in the front from attacking. I know it's not going to have any influence at all on the other guys, other than doing a little bit of damage, but I really need him frozen. Alright. Frog's going to go. Nothing we can do about it. I guess I'm going to find out what he's got. Alright, what are you going to do? That's not good! Alright, now, if you do this, that will kill him. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I really need you to kill him in the front. Thank you! Please do not miss. Thank you. Okay, now unfortunately we may have a bit of a difficulty, but I think it's more of an inconvenience. Yeah, just a minor inconvenience, frankly. This is your last move, dude. This is your last move. Why do you keep picking on him? Alright, so why don't we just end this? Die, Froggy. Okay, team number 4 was successful. Alright, and some more coins. So let's just exit from here and spin. I really don't need food. Honestly, just, you know, check it out there. 151 million, and it just keeps coming. Oh, I didn't restart this. I just hit the refresh for one of them. Ugh. Yeah, I'm only getting... Oh, I didn't do this one. Okay, and I got the 400 and something around there. Yes, actually, I'm getting... actually, if I wait a little bit, I should get the amount for that one, too. Right, so I'm getting 441, but that's only because I'm getting 100% here for the food abundance. So, yeah, it's going to drop dramatically. Try to use it while I can. I don't think I'm really going to get anything. Yeah, I just hope I can get those candles. And I'm also hoping that that's not the only place you can get those candles, because that would be annoying. You know what I mean? I'm guessing that those dungeons that are probably going to refresh tomorrow, the new ones will have more candles in them. So I'm just hoping that it doesn't come down to the fact that, oh, you needed those candles in that card flipping thing. Because that would really be annoying. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So next time we get together, we'll probably be in the, talking about the next event, big event. It'll probably be a maze. I may have a clip of the end of the card flipping. It really depends, you know. If it's anything interesting, I'll throw it in. So, anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.